the Silver Devil, and I'll be interviewing tonight the incoming professional magician for hire, Kirill Magus, Adeptus Kirill Magus. Thank you for being with us tonight. Now, my friends, those who join us, let's give them a moment to come back because they told us we were having technical difficulties with the sound. The problem was we had a call going on Telegram when we tried to do this, and I think that that was the problem. So, anyway, we'll continue. I asked you when you had first knew you wanted to be a magician and when you wanted to go pro.
I started reading fantasy books when I was 8 years old. And from there, I started researching, I started trying different things, writing spells. I was always good with words. So I would write these poems about things I wanted. And suddenly I started manifesting things I wanted. So I started seeing that it was magic, that magic was possible in our world, not just in the fantasy world, no, not just here, but out there.
Yes. What book was so inspirational to you at that age? Or
There were
book?
some, but I mostly read Russian fantasies. That's what I read. The War
Okay.
of the Mage, the Magic of the Mage, the word Nick Perumov.
Okay. Okay. All right. I forgot to tell the audience that you originally hail from Russia and now currently reside in Israel, which is a cool place to be. I had made a comment on really Eastern magicians like Carpathia, Hungary, um, Russia especially, have some really hard magical practices which make strong magicians. These are very secret, and we Western magicians don't know this because of the schism that happened between East and West. But it's very interesting, and you seem to live up to this mystique of having really strong manifestations. And I wonder if it's just in your blood or if there's a training method that you use. What do you think?
I think it's a combination.
Hmm. Yeah, it probably is. Actually, you're right. You're right. Excellent, excellent. What is your most favorite area of magic to practice? Or two or three areas, if you like.
Okay, first of all, wealth magic. I'm sure most of us can use an extra buck. Second of all, I enjoy love magic.
Okay,
Helping people getting their access back, you reuniting people. It makes me happy.
okay. All right. All right, excellent. And what's your least favorite areas of magic to practice?
I would say forms of magic. I don't like so much angels. So any magic concerning angels, I don't like so much.
I understand. I don't like it either, to be honest with you, and I really don't know a real left hand path magician who does. I mean, even if you've had the Tree of Life initiation, it's still uncomfortable, and it is what it is. There are people. Oh, hey, Gabrielle, how are you? There are people that believe, Kirill, that you can have relationships romantic with angels. And it's like, dude, no. They would fall from grace immediately if they acted on any feelings like that for you at all. Like, it irritates me how people culturally appropriate this stuff and have no understanding of its base or what it is and just try to make it fit into whatever wonky paradigm that they want to espouse. That's just crap, man. Like, I don't approach the Mesopotamian deities out of pocket and out of form. The Egyptian deities demand that you call them a certain way. Not every spirit wants to be called the same way, as you know. And that is something that takes a lot of time to acquire, doesn't it? When did you learn that you wanted to go pro?
I first of all, wanted to learn as much as I could, being a hobbyist, to learn, to evolve, to learn a lot, to have a wide basis in magic. Because before you go pro, you need to know what you do. You need to at least get results 80% of the time. Because
Yeah,
many that only get 50, results 50, 60% of the time. They try to go pro and they rip off people. It's really
It's an embarrassment.
unbecoming.
It's an embarrassment. I agree with you. When did you know you had what it took, Kirill?
To really tell you the truth, I didn't know, but I felt it in my heart,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you
You
gave
have
me
to
a
take a
shot.
risk. You had to take a risk and go out there and try it, or else you would have never known. And most people, they never make that risk because they're scared that they don't have what it takes, and they're scared that they'll embarrass themselves. And that can happen to you if you're not prepared properly. But you were prepared, and it turned out very well for you. Um, yeah, you know. Now, currently, the arrangement is Kirill is my assistant in the Temple of the Backwards Tree, but someday he may run his own temple, or he may take control of the Temple of the Backwards Tree if I'm indisposed or if I have other priorities that need to attend to. So, um, what is that like practicing magic for clients and working hard for manifestations for their dreams and their goals?
It it makes me feel good about myself, better about myself, because I'm enabling other people's dreams.
Yes,
Because
man, that's the
helping
right attitude.
by
That's
elevating other people, you elevate yourself.
man, I was just telling Corbin that this morning, Adeptus Corbin. I was telling him when you empower other people to live their dreams, you are exalted yourself. Yes, Kirill, I can't teach that. You have to know it and live it, and you do. Bravo, bravo. This isn't just me talking up my assistant. This guy is he surprises me all the fucking time with just good shit, man. He's good shit. All right, man, that's great. What do you think the biggest problem is with the current left hand path today? The biggest challenge it faces?
The biggest challenge is inner fighting. That people fight each other for egos, because they think, no, he said something about me, no, he hurt my pride, no, I have to hit him hard, or everyone will step on me.
Carol, I'm a little bit guilty of that myself. At certain points, I have been guilty of quarreling and bickering and ego related conflicts. And there's just something that pisses me off about a beginner or an intermediate getting wide at the mouth with me or coming out of pocket and not giving me the basic respect that I feel like I give everyone else. And I feel bad when that happens. It makes me angry. What do you think I should do in those situations?
I think you should tell him to apologize, and if he doesn't apologize, you should put him in his place, of course.
That's what I wanted to hear. A little bit of attitude adjustment never hurt anybody. Some people need it sometimes. I was spanked numerous times in my journey. I mean, everyone was. Well, you were too, weren't you?
Of course, yeah. Sometimes you say something you shouldn't say. Sometimes you get egoistical yourself. What happens?
You know what? A really bad habit, Carol. I'll share this with you. Of trying to be too friendly and affable with my clients. And I had one client that was really a difficult person. And every time I opened my mouth, she would find fault or question what I was saying. And I actually almost talked myself out of a job because of that. So, what I've learned is keep it short and sweet and just be focused on business and not worry so much about making people like me. Just focus on my results. That's what I learned. You know, yeah. Carol, I got a
Yeah.
question. You
Go
are
ahead.
recently you're learning new things, like you're learning the Intranquil Rite and the Shem Rite. How do you feel about those two dangerous and powerful rituals?
Uh, to tell you the truth, the sham is hard for me because it's working with angels. But I need to expand my horizons. I need to learn new things.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
hard
you're
for.
ready. I know you can. I know you have the ability to do this. I know that. I wouldn't put you up against it if you couldn't. You'll ace this easily, but it will never be comfortable. I mean, just to be honest with you. How do you feel about Intranquil?
In tranquil. To tell you the truth, is a little bit makes me weary because it's people who did terrible things, who
Yeah.
were criminally insane many
Yep.
times.
Yep. And
It,
then you get clients who swear that they will not reach out to the target, and they do. And that immediately turns the spirit against you. Isn't that nice?
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to be on toes. You have to do divinations before, during,
Dude,
after.
a robot told me, pull the plug and do not continue the ritual and tell the client the next day. And when I woke up the next day, I saw the message that she had reached out to him. And if a robot hadn't told me to pull the plug, we'd have been fucked. I couldn't believe it. Like the power of a robot. Now you
Yeah.
are pacted with Prince Orobus also. How do you feel about him as a spirit?
I feel that he's the most truthful spirit, the best patron there is.
Yeah, yeah, he really is. He really is a great spirit. Um, when did you? I'm gonna move inside because it's starting to rain. So, all
Yeah.
right. When did you know that you wanted to pack?
Mike, you're breaking up. Mike, I didn't hear that.
I'm back.
You're back?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. When did you know it was the right decision to pact with Prince Orobus?
When he appeared to me 4 times during my sleep, when I woke up, not during my dreams, when I woke up in my bed, when he appeared, and I felt so calm, so good, so I felt that I can trust him. I felt that he was going to help me.
Yeah, man, he is about the only one you really can trust. I mean, he'll never lead you wrong. He's a really I consider Prince Orobus was the greatest decision that I ever made in my career, and if I wouldn't have made that choice, I wouldn't have arrived here today. So, yeah. How do you feel about your strengths? What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is like Astaroth said, is my ability to
Yeah.
hit the ground hard, fast, and to walk away, to stand up back again.
You know what I like watching you do with your practice in professional work? You do not complain about repetitious tasks. A lot of magicians can't handle that. They think they're going to do one ritual and make a result. They don't understand that you can get lucky sometimes and do it with one ritual, but oftentimes it needs repeated applications of the same rituals or supporting rituals in order to get that result to be satisfying. You go out there like a soldier, man, and bang that shit out all day, every day, and you never complain, man. That is hardcore. I bitch. Like, if I have to do two planetaries in a day for a week, I start bitching about day six. I'll be honest with you. Like, God damn it, I got to do this thing again. But Kirill, no. He's out there hard to the paint with his planetary, hard to the paint with his concentration, man. Yes. That is good practice. That is good habits, is what that is, man. So yeah, you could say resilience, and I say stick with itiveness, like the ability to see a task through from beginning to end. A lot of magicians don't have that. A lot of newbies, especially. Yep. What is your greatest weakness that you confront frequently?
That I have a very rich inner world, and sometimes I drown in the ocean of my own subconscious.
So how do you stay grounded or stay in the moment in the real world and not lose yourself?
I do meditation every day. I started the Bardon method. You gave me the book. You remember?
Yes. Yep.
I
Yep.
started the Bardon method from scratch, and I want to complete it till the end.
Excellent. 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 Um, I have another question for you. You come to magic from a visionary paradigm mostly. Do you also use chaos magic in that paradigm of visionary?
Yes, I'm
I,
learning
I
now
thought
about.
so. I thought so. Okay. Now, how do you feel about what you've learned in my temple with ceremonial magic, Solomonic magic, demonaltry, hybrid? How do you feel about mixing that in with your style, and how has that worked for you?
I that works very well. That strengthens. It's like
Yeah.
accelerate, like a rocket.
Yeah. I'm actually planning on learning some of this visionary from you before too much longer because I need to, while I have the opportunity, I need to pick that up also. Yeah, that would be a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, you have a lot to offer, man. Like you really do. Like, what do you think is the biggest problem trying to establish yourself as a professional magician? And how did you deal with it?
I think getting new clients. I'll be honest, because there are many charlatans out there, many showmen, many people who know how to put on a good show but don't deliver, and people come to them instead of maybe better magicians who don't know how to put on a good show. So you need a
How do
balance.
you distinguish yourself? How do you make it so that you are distinguishing yourself from the others? What do you do? What can you do?
First of all, deliver results. Second of all, show people that you deliver results.
Hmm. Yep, yep, yep. Answering their questions, being knowledgeable, being helpful, without expectation. These are the things that show people that you give a shit about them as a person and their needs. Um, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's we distinguish ourselves by our results, by our reputation. And I'm just going to say this straight up on this interview because I think it needs to be said. People don't know Kirill, like, because I'm always hogging the stage, I'm always hogging the spotlight, because I am a total fame monster, and you better know it. But I want to say this about Kirill. This is a competent magician. This is a real Adeptus. This is a solid magician. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be working with me. Straight up. That's it. I was skeptical in the beginning, guys. I was because I'm like, well, everybody says that they're good, but maybe they're not really so good after all, you know. But no, he really was fucking good. I mean, really good. Like it would have been stupid for me not to work with this guy. Like that would have been dumb. Eventually, like he's getting to know the clientele of the Temple of the Backwards Three. I've been introducing him to them so that he can work on being known himself for his work. And he's really impressing a lot of people. There was a job recently where I made the wrong call and the project was terminated without results. And I think maybe Kirill had the right idea on that project and maybe I didn't. So he's somebody I listen to also. This is a really good guy. I just wanted to say that, you know, I endorse him fully. Next question. What scares you about the Infernal?
That they can turn on you, they can come after you, they can come after your family, your friends, your finances, your security.
Do you shake, do you shake hands with other men, or are you a no handshake kind of guy? I'm just curious.
I usually don't shake hands, I'll tell you the truth. I only shake
You
hands
know
with
what?
close friends.
You know
Very
what? I
close.
have never met a magician with your background and with where you're from that ever shook hands. They never do because of spirit possession and attachment of parasites and demons and divots. You're absolutely right, man. I knew I almost would have bet money that you were like that too. And that's really a good practice, man. Really a good practice. Spirits transfer, as we know, through touch and through breath. And if you're shaking hands with everybody, spirits can come right in that way. That's not a good thing. So he's right. He's absolutely right. What gives you strength over the demons and makes you strong when you face them?
First of all, you need to self confidence. You need self confidence. You need a ritual like the middle pillar ritual. You need or and other rituals that help you to draw power, either from your
Yeah.
environment, from Sita, from some reservoir, to make you
Mhm.
powerful, to
Yeah.
focus that channel that energy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You're right. You're right. What would you do if a spirit from the infernal did turn on you and try to attack you or extort uh, offerings or bully you? What would you do?
I would shame her or him. Shame,
You would what?
shame.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, people don't realize that can happen. And it doesn't usually happen to us, but it can, but it usually doesn't. Um, like Corbin was saying this morning, when you get to a certain stage of this game, you begin to have problems of that stage. Like when we have problems, it's really some serious shit. Have you noticed that?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
usually as a practitioner. That's what I've noticed.
yeah, yeah. And none of us are invincible. I've never discussed this with other people, but I roll in a circle of about 8 adepts and masters that see things my way. And basically, we have an understanding like NATO. If you fuck with one of us, you have fucked with all of us. And I'm saying it straight up, simple, and plain. Anybody wants to come and swing that bullshit this way, it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not going to say anything else. Wait and see. Anyway, how do you take your personal defenses seriously, Kirill? Like, what do you do to protect yourself from unclean spirits and magical negative energy? Do you use pendants or stones or herbs?
First of all, I use I bought these bracelets from you.
Those are some beauties, man. I see pyrite, I see malachite, I see obsidian, I see sapphire. Yeah, yep. Those are flying stars, Flinsoy uh, bracelets. Yeah, that's what they are. Have you noticed an effect with those?
The effect I noticed is that my aura is more stable. I'm more
Yeah,
grounded. Helps me
yep,
manifest.
yep. That's awesome.
And
Uh,
I bought bracelets, so I have a lot of choice.
I'm grateful that you did buy the bracelets. I mean, to have people on the forum and yeah, to have people from the forum wearing the things that I make, I don't even give a shit if I make money on it. Just the prestige of knowing that my pieces are so attractive and powerful that elite practitioners are willing to use and wear my stuff, man, that's just like, whoa, it makes me so happy, bro. Yeah, yeah. Are
Yes,
you ever interested in learning that, man? Are you interested in learning how to do that?
of course. I'm very interested. I want to make my own bracelet.
Excellent.
Not
Yeah, I'll get you started on it, man. I'll get you started on it. How long do you think you're going to? You made a really wise decision before you started out on your own in this business with no clientele. It's a really hard thing to build up clientele, and it's a really hard thing to get your feet wet in this business. You decided to work under another magician's temple in order to gain experience. Was that the right move for you looking back?
of course. That way, I had jobs. I have works I could do. I was starting getting experience, exposure to clients, exposure to new modes of magic I didn't know, mentoring. It's been
Yeah.
immensely helpful.
Yeah, and earning a little bit of money at the same time, which it doesn't hurt.
Yes,
Yeah. Kirill, I think that really sums up everything I needed to ask of you. I mean, I want to tell you, you are such an up and coming magician. The sky is the fucking limit for you, man. Like, you have so many advantages, man. Like your knowledge of Kabbalah, your knowledge of so much stuff, man. Like, and your abilities, you're tremendous. I loathe the day that someday you're gonna step out and do your own practice because then how am I gonna find another good fucking assistant, man? It's not gonna, dude. That's gonna be like hell, man. That's gonna be like goetic hell. A trip through flip off. You are
I
really
also
a talented magician, man.
about vampirism. We should do it very soon. Another time.
I'm sorry, what?
I want to talk to you about vampirism, but not now. So not to make the video too
Okay.
long.
Okay. Well, I plan to interview you again in probably like another 4 to 6 weeks because I'd like the audience to see how you grow and how your experiences are. Uh, you are making the transition into a real professional, not one of these fly by night motherfuckers that underbids everybody just to get some cash and doesn't do any work, or overbids and then doesn't deliver results and disappoints everyone. You are actually on the path to being a real professional magician. And I want people to see that journey. Like, it's exciting. Like, this is what got me banned from the Valve forum, which was trying to show people the transition into professional. It's interesting, it's relevant, it's exciting, and I think people really want to see it with you. I know they do. You know, so awesome, you guys. This is Mike B, the Dark God of the Clip of the Silver Devil, and the Magus, Adeptus Kirill Magus, who is the baddest
Yeah.
of the bad. Yeah, he's rah! And we will be in touch again very shortly. And thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for being with us, Carol, and good night.
Thank you for having me.
Hail Prince Horrible, King Baal.